Okay, so we're going to be editing our stop motion animation project. So there's going to be a couple different versions we're going to be creating. So you're going to click on a new project and you're going to call it Shark SMA1 underscore your first initial last name. And then you're just going to click on create. Okay. Now, when you open up Premiere, you may have this really annoying Learn tab that's open over here on the left. Just go in there and close that panel, okay? And what you want to make sure you are in your workspaces here under Window, and you want to make sure you're on Editing, and you're going to notice that you've got kind of these 4 windows open, okay? So it should look something like this. And the first thing we're going to do is import our files. And we're going to first just import the stop motion animation shots 1530 through 1539. Okay, and we're going to make sure that they're all in perfect sequence. Now, most likely you're going to see your videos kind of like this. What I want you to do is I want you to click on the list view here, so that you can see them numbered 1530 all the way to 1539. Now, they should all be highlighted, and you should be able to just kind of move them over into here, but if it doesn't, that's okay. Start with your first one here and just kind of move it over to your timeline, and then go back in and select 1531 all the way through 1539, and then move those in again, just right next to the last clip. And we're going to slide this. You'll notice that you can kind of slide this little toggle here at the bottom so that all our clips are really small. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, again, select 1530 through 1539 and see if we can kind of, no, it doesn't want to let me move them all over at once for some reason. So I'll have to go back to 1530, put that in, and then select 1531 and go to 1539. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put in the same sequence 3 times. Okay, so we've already done it twice. So we're going to put in 1530 again, and then 1531 all the way through 1539. We're going to put that same sequence in again. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we can highlight all of these frames, all these different clips, and we're going to come and right click on our mouse. We're going to select speed duration, and we're going to change the speed duration to 0 and this to 15. Where it said 4, it'll be 0, and where it says 29, it'll be 15. And we're going to make sure we have our ripple, edit, shifting trail clips selected, and okay. And now if we make this a little bit smaller, we basically just made the clips a little smaller. So we reduced the duration of the clips. So we're going to move this down, and we're just going to play it really quick just to see how it works, so we can see that we're kind of quickly moving through these clips, and they're sequencing back again, is repeating 3 times. All right, perfect. Okay, and really careful with how you maneuver these clips. We do not want to accidentally change the time on one of these clips because they all have to be the same. Okay. All right. So then we're going to import our music as well as our shark star trail image. We're going to import those. And then what we're going to do is take our shark star trail image, and we're going to place it on video line 2. And we're going to stretch it all the way to the end here. We're going to select that clip here, make sure it goes all the way to the end. So when we move this over, this needs to come all the way here to the to the start. and make sure it's all lined up at the end. And then we're going to come over here and select our top image. Boy. And we're going to select effects controls. Okay, so you might have originally been just in metadata or text or audio or effects control or whatever, but make sure effects controls is selected. We're going to come down here to opacity blend mode, and we're going to select lighten. Ooh, yes, guess what? We can add our star trail now above that image, and let's kind of see how that looks. Bring this down, and there is our single star trail image right there above. Perfect. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move the music in. So let's double click on the music. That's going to let's go to, no, I don't want audio track. I just want to select my music here and put this music on the audio line 1. And in the process of doing that, there we go. My source comes up for the shark music here, okay? I'm going to make this a little smaller. You can see that my music is a lot longer than the actual clip here. So what I want to do is I'm going to move this over a little bit so I have all of my options here. This is my mark in and this is my mark out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to this. Okay, so I'm probably going to start it right about there. So I'm going to mark in, and then I'm going to move this over so it starts with the beginning. And then let's see what happens if I just bring this all the way to about there, so the very end of that. And let's see what we've got, okay? Okay, so I'm actually going to bring this to about there. I'm going to start the music at about there, mark in there, and that means I'm going to move this back over, and I'm going to stretch this out a little bit, and let's see how that sounds. Okay, we could even have it maybe start like right about there. And so bring this back down a little bit and have this come back out again. And then let's kind of view this a little better here. Let's go ahead and start it from the beginning and let's see how that sounds and with our clips. Okay, so let's now put a what's called a sound transition on the end of that clip. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to, you're going to see there's like some different options here. We're going to go to effects. On that little arrow key, we're going to select effects. We're going to go to audio transitions, and we're going to do like a let's do a exponential fade, and we're going to drag that to the end of this clip. So if we make that a little bigger, you can see what that looks like right there. And then we're going to go ahead and play this from the beginning again. Okay, and that works. So let's go ahead and go to export. And now we're going to export the video. So we're going to call it exactly the same title that we gave it, Shark SMA1 underscore first initial last name. We're going to make sure we save it back in our drive. So go back into your drive, my drive, your digital photo folder, your theatrical light painting folder, and we're going to click on save. And we're going to make sure that this is a high quality 1080p HD, H.264. We're going to do the entire source, and we're going to click on export. And then as soon as this is done, your video will be saved in the correct place. And you should get like a little, your video was exported successfully. Okay, and that's it.